Here we go again. Another 1093 960 KvK. But this time instead of 2605, this time instead of 1365, we have 2489 and friends in this KvK. Man. OMG EU stream. Yo, what's up everybody? Yeah, I mean, if you look at the past couple of streams, my streams have been super EU friendly. Haven't really been streaming at the usual reset timer, but yeah, what's up? Haven't been paying too much attention to this KvK, but I believe this is the first fight between these two colossal giants of camps here. In case you guys don't know the map, let's go ahead and check the 960 map here. It is 916 2489 in one camp versus 1093 in another camp is what we're watching right now. And then I believe it's like it's Earth, Daybreak, and Greenwood versus Fire, Wind, and Water. I might be wrong though. I might be wrong. Or have you been missing the streams? Yeah, I mean, this KvK is starting up, so we're gonna be streaming a lot more. Been busy IRL, but now that we got a KvK to watch, now that we have, well, I did some streams of the new commander, the new I talked about the wheel. I didn't talk about the MG one yet, but there's a lot more stuff happening in Rise of Kingdoms, so we'll definitely be streaming more. I was actually planning to start streaming later because the altar is opening in an hour. But I think the Earth camp, it's weird seeing 916 not in Fire camp, but like the Earth camp in 96. Actually, I guess like the past 3 KvKs actually they weren't in Fire camp. But like, anyways, 960 started moving in, which is exactly on brand to what they like doing. They want as many fights as possible. You know, they have super stacked accounts. They have a lot of resources, versus, and that's also 2489. They have that 960 model of being that one huge alliance and a bunch of spenders that have a lot of resources, the best, I guess, troops and equipment and armament and all that. 1093 is no slouch though. They have a lot of whales. I mean, you don't win Osiris League without having 30 good players, so 30 good accounts as well. So it's gonna be interesting because everyone was saying 1093 won last KvK because of their numbers. In Altars of Darkness, numbers do matter, yes, but I'm actually curious to see if this is gonna be a litmus test for the whole KvK. If there's gonna be an outstanding number of single marches from 1093, or if the quality of 489 and 960 will prevail. It'll be interesting. 1093's numbers don't look that high. I feel like they're pretty good. I know they did downsize in terms of alliances. They had 4 to 5. I think they had 4 alliances, 1 support last KvK against 960. This KvK, I believe they only have only 3 alliances. So they downgraded 1 alliance, but downsized 1 alliance, if that makes sense. Oh wait, I don't have any sound. Let me go ahead, save this, go back to my home kingdom. Hey, what's up, Danger Zone? Oh man, I'm looking forward to this KvK. I actually love watching these huge KvKs just to see like the different metas and all that kind of stuff. I wonder if the new infantry stuff is going to be releasing in the middle of this KvK or not. I think that would be really interesting to watch as well. Let me just set up my gathers while I'm at home kingdom. Wait, give me a sec. You know, I'm still a low spender. Still gotta gather. All right. Then we go here. Special darkness. Hey, good afternoon, Iru. 1093 are over yonder. Hey man, there are actually a couple siege towers here. I got Ihara. I know Ihara is streaming as well. Will streaming. Got a couple streamers in 960. I don't know if there's any content creators in 1093. So is 960 in charge because they beat 49 in Osiris League? I was making the joke about that, where you know, these two had a bout in Anubis for an Osiris League, and then whoever wins is going to be the, I guess, not leader of the coalition, but it's kind of interesting that all of the top Osiris League teams are also like the top kingdoms in the game. Like 93T Osiris League champions in Horus. Does it show on their flag yet? I wonder. I check. Last one standing. Champion Osiris League Grand Finals. Yeah, right here. Season 8. So, by the way, they added that to the game. Like, I'm pretty sure that's new. I've never seen that upper crest, because I know in SV we have like medals for being top 8. Like, oh shoot, there's actually like a merit for being top 8. Look at this though. Last one standing. It is kind of cool that to like look at the history of an alliance, you know. Grand finals runner-ups though. This is what they want to rectify right here. 5-time Osiris League champions is crazy, but never winning Osiris League Grand Finals, never winning Grand Prix, I think is, you know, how they're staying driven right now. Altars are going to be opening in an hour. Maybe I should put a timer up. Kind of lazy though. Hey, what's up, Semtopia? What are your thoughts on siege towers and commanders? I think they're good. I think there's a pushback in the Rise of Kingdoms community to invest in them, because siege has been seen as a joke or a non-factor for so long. So there's always going to be pushback or people not trying to invest into siege marches. For example, I don't even have siege tech. I don't have T5 siege, just so I could keep my power lower for matchmaking. If I had T5 siege, I'd probably invest into siege march, not gonna lie. Which camp am I viewing from? I'm viewing from Fire Camp because I know that there's a lot of streamers from in the 960 side, so I'm gonna be a pseudo streamer for oh no, I was viewing from Fire Camp, but I went back to Home Kingdom. But there you go. Hey Vignesh, yo, it's been a minute. By the way, it is July, so that means it is a new month. If it's a new month, whoops, I heard myself. That means that I can gift for some more. What is this? Oh, yeah, there you go. To get the stream rolling, streamers can gift 5-10 memberships to the chat for free every month. So hopefully everyone that got gifties enjoys those memberships, and we could get some stonks in the chat or something. It's been a while since I've done some ROK streams. I'm definitely going to be trying to... Wait, what day is it today? Tuesday? I could probably set up a Farmer Fighter for Friday or something. I think it's been a minute.
Stonks.
Alrighty. The fight looks like it is commencing here. 960 and 489 having the positioning advantage right now. They were, I guess, like if this was they were at mid first.
Stonks.
they pushed the issue, but it now looks like that 1093 coming out to play, sending out their marches, bird balling up.
Stonks.
Let's put a poll up. Who do you think will win this first altar.
Stonks.
93 1093 or 960 slash 2489 or
Stonks.
no one captures. It could be like a tie, you know what I mean? I've seen a lot of altar fights because if you guys don't know, to capture the altar, you have to be the only coalition inside of the Altar of Darkness. So as long as the opponents have one march in there, that could be a T1 double C just running around. You won't be able to capture the altar. I don't know if they... Wait, did they change it for this KvK? I think they did, right? I'm pretty sure in Alliance Invictus, as long as you're inside of this zone, you gain honor points. But yeah. Future plans of 2268. As soon as I learn about the future plans of 2268, I'll definitely be making some, maybe a stream about it into a video. Hey, what's up, Tarnish the King? When did Baba's son come to 2268? I'm not exactly too sure when they came, but always nice to have new migrants, and you know, Baba being such a figure in Rise of Kingdoms, I guess it's like a bit of an honor here. I think realistically no one captures. I could see that. I could see that. Man, this is a fun KvK to be in. I know a couple people from 2060 have migrated to Kingdoms in this KvK just to be part of it. There's actually a couple big KvKs. I think the 1365 KvK is gonna be interesting as well. 1606. Who else was in that? Was it? But yeah, there's gonna be a couple of interesting KvKs. Archie, is this the Osiris League one or? Hey man, Yoda dealing with IRL issues. I'm not sure if he's coming back. I don't know if he'll come back. It's been like, when someone's gone for like 3 months, that's like the break point where it's like, oh, I don't know if they're coming back or not. Hey, what's up, man? Wait, let me do this. Just so that I can distinguish you. What's a 1093 plan? Are we going in like 10 minutes into a blitz or something? Man, this is gonna be tough. Lilith was like, hey man, 960 couldn't beat 1093, so let's add a 489 in there as well. My goodness. I mean, technically it is still 2 alliances compared to the 3 of 1093, but still. Like, people see 960 and 489 as... I mean, people still probably put 960 above 489, but like it's comparable. They could fight each other in a KvK. Them being in the same camp is crazy. Has 960 ever been in a camp with anyone else? I don't remember a KvK where they had a campmate. It is the first time? Yeah, I'm like, I don't remember 960 ever having a campmate. When's the new Inf Commander getting released? If I had to predict, it'd be whenever Kingsland opens for this KvK. Like that, I feel like that's like what happens. Belisarius was announced and then released pretty much during our Kingsland in the 2268 KvK, which we lost. I feel like it'd be a big loss for Lilith if they didn't release the infantry commanders during like the Kingsland of this KvK. Spin the wheel to decide who wins alters is crazy. I still can't believe that happened that last KvK, but hey. Hey, Lucid, thanks for the 5, man. Greatly appreciated. Oh my gosh, wait, there's some movement. There is some movement from 60 GT. Glad to see. Yeah, man, we're gonna be streaming a lot more. Oh, wait, here we go. You got the 1093 murder ball coming from the top here. There's some AFKs. They got the arrow towers getting ready in this mountain pass. Oh my goodness. Yeah, these are some thick boys indeed. Got the emotes coming out from both sides. So it looks like they're gonna be starting the fight 40 minutes before altar spawns or altar opens. Start doing some chip damage into this murder ball. The thing that's crazy about Archer Towers though is that all it takes is one march to be out of position and the AoE will splash on the whole murder ball. So like what these Archer Towers do is that it forces people to be proactive and like, hey, if you're getting targeted, you have to start moving back, or else if the skill damage procs, is this for like free chip damage? Look at that. Circle AoE. I actually think Cordova's a really good commander. But for me to... Oh, okay, wait. I'll stop my yapping. They're starting to attack right here. We have king skills for both sides. Oh, sheesh. Let's see the commanders in here. I'm seeing a lot of KvK. What else? I see some Nevskis, a lot of CPOs for the infantry. Not that many Zhuge Liangs. I'd expect more Zhuge Liang Herman Primes. This is pretty loud, huh? I'll go in dot mode. Let's see. I gotta lower the volume in a bit. Oh, wait, actually I could do it here. Yo, my FPS is low-key, like... You can kind of see the frames, but look at the sad faces coming out from both sides here. But I would say that 1093 looks like they are pushing into 960 and 489. Wow. Look at... I mean, I think there's more sad faces from the 489 side. 960, 489 side. The continuous push. The reason why KvK is really good in altars is he has so much tankiness with and healing with the healing factor every single time you kill a march. So that KvK is literally just staying there for so long. And this is looking like a wipe. My goodness. This is like Kingsland repeated. For 1093 here. The Siege March taking the Walk of Shame home. But that is very dominant. A 2-minute murder ball into a complete wipe is not what I was expecting in this this fight here. Oh wow. All right, 1093 with complete control of this this altar so far. Looks like they're trying to re-murder ball up. I guess to relate it to Arc, is there's like a lot of low marches that have to walk home compared to the sad faces home. So now for the reball of 489 and 960, they should be able to have more marches for the second iteration of the murder ball compared to all these marches have to take the walk of shame home, due to the fact that they couldn't refresh. But it looks like 1093 is having just a fall back call in general. I see a lot of healthy marches falling back, probably saying, hey, let's just everyone go back. The people that are healthy, you don't need to tank more. If we all murder ball up together, we know we could beat them again. So just don't take these extra losses when they're not necessary. Don't chase KP. Let's just be collective, be concise, and go back home, reball up, and then smash back into this 960 control. They're okay with ceding control because they know that they could just take it back. They're treating this like Osiris League, low-key. They're treating this like Osiris League. Yeah, they're reballing back up here. So, like, everyone will have healthy marches. Pretty smart play, honestly. Like, there's no reason to linger around here when the altar is opening in 30 minutes. So just getting all the reinforcements and then pushing together is a smart play. But not gonna lie, if I was in this case, I wouldn't have thought about that. I would have been KP chasing. I'm staying here for the KP, but nah, these guys are here for the objectives. One of the reasons 931 is because 93 got one alliance more than 960 and 489. Yeah, I would say they have more numbers. I would say they have more numbers. That's why I was wondering if the quality of the 489 960 marches. I'm not saying that 1093's quality is bad, but the average quality of the 960 489 marches you would expect to be higher than the 1093 marches in general, just because 489 and 960 are known as like the whale kingdoms and such, right? But 960 is calling 960 489 calling 1093's play. It's like, hey, they're not all murder ball back up yet. We could push this murder ball and start attacking these guys. But honestly, I do feel like there is enough marches from 1093 to repel this murder ball already. Like commander setup, CPOP, Licheg, Juan Tariq, X1FC. And for KvK. That's pretty good. It's solid. I'll probably try to replace the XY. XY is the only commander that's questionable in there. TL and P, that skill damage, etc. is good for 93. Yo, what's good, Benji? Alright, let's see this murder ball part 2. Oh, I see Osno. Previous member of 1093. Now fighting against 1093. A little bit of a side storyline here. But yeah, the sad face is coming out of this top side, and the sheer amount of blue compared to the gray and red is astonishing, to say the least. Yeah, this is looking dicey for the 960-49 side. But you have to keep in mind, the thing about Max Tech and these big players is that they have Max Tech really, really good gear and armaments on 7 marches, and Altars kind of nullifies that because it's 1 march per person. So I guess you could say that this kind of plays into 1093's favor. But the question is this result going to be a reflection of what happens in Zone 7 and what happens in Kingsland? I think we'll have to see. This KvK is also really, really big for Alliance Invictus as a game mode, as a map type. Because we zoom out here, it does something pretty cool where it puts the top 2 camps in the top over here. We have 1093 on the left, 489, 960 on the right. And then they clash in this Zone 7. And it's a 1v1 scenario. So it's going to be 960 versus and 489 versus 1093 in their lonesome. And then their 2 camp allies are going to be in Havana in the bottom here. I've never played the KvK, but I think the idea of allowing the 2 top kingdoms to have a 1v1 is pretty interesting. This alters 1 march per person, which is why it's, in my opinion, is one of the big reasons why 1093 is absolutely dominating right now, just having more marches in general. It's not a good map. If one of the top camps do not make it through the zone, the KvK is over. I mean, you could kind of see that the Zone 7 is essentially a precursor to Kingsland. It's similar to it's similar to, what do you call it? What's the KvK we just played? Storms of Stratagems and what's the other one we played before? Siege of Orleans, in a sense, where those maps, it's not Kingsland or bust, it's actually Zone 7 or bust. Because if you don't get Zone 7s, you don't get the passes and it's done. But what you also have to keep in mind is that in this past Zone 7, there's going to be a lot of forts. There's going to be rise of forts on both sides. You're going to be able to build fort walls and all that kind of stuff. But I guess the passes are in the middle of the zone, so it's not like there's a pass somewhere here or somewhere like on this side and it goes into Kingsland like the other maps. So yeah, I guess it is going to be like highly contested. It's not going to be, I kind of like that the passes are in the middle, because that makes it so that it's not like a fort wall where you could just build all the way back. You actually have to hold your forts, or else you are going to lose a pass, and eventually, if you lose a pass, you're going to lose the whole point of the zone. So we'll have to see how it plays out in Zone 7. Yeah, for the top kingdoms, Kingsland starts with the Zone 7. I would say for all the kingdoms, honestly. Because if you get locked out of the bottom, then Kingsland starts there too. Because you can't get into here. You can't get into Kingsland on the bottom unless you go through past 9s and then go through here. But I don't know the oracle timing of this KvK. I'd assume that past 9s would be a little bit after past 8s, and past 8s is Kingsland, so. You miss all the sad faces. I mean, we saw a lot of them already. We saw a lot of them. But we are definitely going to be watching a lot of this KvK. This is just going to be the first stream of this KvK, and we're probably also going to be watching the 1365 and their matchup as well. So if you guys want to subscribe to the channel, like the stream, send out to your homies, it'd be greatly appreciated. How long the zones open before KL? I'm not too familiar with the timeline either. If anyone has the KvK timeline and they want to send it to me, that'd be great. But I'd assume like a week. 3 days? Oh, okay. Dang. 3 days is kind of short. Yeah, 1365 is JST. I don't know. I don't know what other alliances are there anymore, honestly. Them losing to 1846 in Osiris League was a pretty big shock. Alright, we have 27 minutes until this altar opens. Both kingdoms here, or both camps rather. I have to keep in mind, like I'm just not used to 10 or 960 having a camp mate. Both camps, you know, just holding back, not continuously having this internal fight, but rather murder balling up, getting all the strength together, waiting to push, and for 960 waiting to hold. Past 7 on July 9th. Hey, what's up, Tash? Past 7's on July 9th? When's past 8? When's Kingsland? Okay, camps reach each gate for 1. Fort blocking won't work because zone 7 bottom's huge, impossible to boot any camps. Yeah, this is a huge zone. But hey, I've seen some bigger zones get fort blocked, you know what I mean? Like, I can imagine a fort wall over here. I'm sure there's like a wall jump here somewhere. I don't know. I never played the map. And even if I did play the map, I'm not a territory guy, so... all I know is that this map is pretty big. 3 days later? Oh, okay. So it is 3 days. Wow. So past 7th, July 9th. I gotta keep that in mind. July 9th is a Tuesday. Oh, your Kingsland's during I've been playing Pokemon Go. It's during International Go Fest. Interesting. Another week of 24/7 fighting. Yeah. It's gonna be pretty crazy. Yeah, Tash is probably gonna pass me in KP this KvK. That's probably gonna happen if it didn't happen already. Are you one of the guys who just goes for KP? I would say I'm the opposite, where I only fight if it's for objectives, but you know, sometimes you might catch me pushing a bit harder than I need to. I'll be fighting 960 in both grand finals and KL. Yeah. That's gonna be interesting. Grand finals is gonna be this Sunday, right? I'm pretty sure. It's gonna be this Sunday, and then it's gonna be the finals is gonna be on the 14th. Is it? I actually don't know the details of grand finals. Wait. They kind of just like give me games. I'm like, okay, I'll cast it, whatever. Oh, we get the matches. Oh, okay. So the matches are this Sunday, like the matchups, and then the next Sunday is going to be the first round. Is it a best of 3? Let me check. Oh, Donovan Mitchell re-signed to the Cavs. Interesting. Sorry, I checked my YouTube. Let me see grand finals last year. Grand finals. Semifinals is 1 game. The finals is gonna be 2. Is gonna be best of 3. Okay. Klay Thompson to the Mavs. Sorry, we're talking about basketball. I'll talk about it for a little bit while we're not fighting, or they're not fighting. Damn, I'm saying we like I'm in this KvK. But I was shocked that Klay Thompson was that slighted by Golden State that he took less money to go to Dallas. That's crazy. Because Golden State offered 48 for 2, Dallas offered 50 for 3, and he's like, I'm gonna take Dallas's. That's great. It's sad, but the dynasty's over for Golden State. Wait, am I soy boy? Wait, where's Tash in this murder ball? We gotta find his KP, bro. If you guys don't know, Tash was like a little F2P. He's never been F2P, but like he was like a random guy, went to 960, and now he's a big boy. Where's this guy? I see Pha. 48.5. Yo, Pha is crazy. Oh, I see some old 1254 X 2268 players. Oh, what's going on? Where are we going? No, the AFKs. F's in the chat for the AFKs. Wait, let me see if this works.
Little do you know how I'm breaking while you fall asleep. Little do you know I'm still haunted by the memories. Little do you know I'm trying to pick myself up piece by piece. Little do you know.
That was free KP. Oh wow. One guy overchased. Every kingdom has them, even 1093. We dropped imp. I don't even know what we're gonna do. I was told we're gonna be like an A seed a million times, and then we always end up Imperium, so I have no clue. He went to be a starter? I think he would still start in Golden State, right? This guy scammed his way better than me into TR. Bro, I am bought out. I got Habibi sponsor playing my account. Yo, Tash? I mean, Lilith, if you're watching, I do not condone piloting. But Tash, low-key, that's like the best situation. You're playing the game and you're not even paying. Yo, that's kind of fun. He's come off the bench. Oh. I didn't know that. I didn't watch it the NBA last season. Low-key. Nine 93 is crazy. Yeah, they're. I mean, I will say, 60 GT have more arrow towers, so I think they will win this this murder ball of Siege Tower versus Siege Tower. I'm pretty sure JT Towers was like the first person to adopt, at least from that I saw, Siege Towers to a massive extent. This player. When we were against 960, they were also peppering us with Siege Towers across a river the whole time. Mix of rock and NBA. Hey man. J Towers is streaming right now. Oh man, tell him to get out, bro, get out. Oh my goodness. Hey, this is a really, really good showing from 1093. Look at that. Hey, wait, this is pretty equal in sad faces ish. go ahead and keep seeing these It's funny because like some of the 60 GT accounts went to 489 and now they're in the same camp. So it didn't really, you know, change in terms of this KvK. But my goodness, look at the sad face train coming from 60 GT in this murder ball fight right now. It's pretty crazy. Hammering 68 with powers, and we were busy cheeseburgering. Yeah, that KvK was an interesting one for sure. I still, like, in my opinion, I still feel like we could have won that KvK if everyone just zeroed themselves, but that just wasn't the case. Yeah, 9-3 looking super solid. You see more 489? It's hard for me to see, really. And yeah, they're just continuing to push in here. The crater. The crater. Which side do we go? Left or right? Bottom or top? I wish I knew someone from Rise of Kingdoms to pilot. I just pilot for Call of Dragons. Hey, Call of Dragons is how's that doing nowadays? If 60GT loses, they'll give him a third KD. I will say though, past 7 is pretty much where 60GT will peak, in my opinion. Because all the whales, they should max tech with all the mountain warfares that have been purchased. So I think if there's a zone for 4 and 9 60GT to win, or 4 and 9 960 to win, it would be this past 7, which is actually a crucial pass for them. So I would wait. I'd hold reservations until July 9th, because July 9th is going to be absolutely huge. Because you have to keep in mind, like past 7, 1093's power is just gonna keep growing because like their low spenders, mid spenders will still be able to invest in tech and get their marches improved. And it looks like there's a move back call from 1093 here. But that also means that 60GT and 489, the majority of their players will be full max tech, will have 7 marches, and will be ready to go for that past 7. So I think that's going to be crazy. Yeah, if you guys have seen C Will's armaments for his archer rallies, I mean, those are going to hit as well. Jug coming in here, my goodness. 9-6 to the new 10-02 with the troll. But there you go. They got another murder ball in the back here, just ready to counter push if 60GT push too hard against the retreating marches. And maybe this is why we're seeing a lot of Foki Bing. If you're walking back home, you see these even the Alexes are no, this is CPLU Chet. The CPLU Chets are getting chased down. So if you have the Cav, you're just speedy out of there, you know what I mean? They need to clear the field. I think. Okay, so it's 2 alliances versus 3. Let's say that I don't know how much of 1093 is our spenders versus mid spenders versus F2Ps and low spenders. Like, I don't know the composition of 1093 at all, and I think that's like an interesting part about them is like no one actually, at least no one's told me, or it's not really widely known, or maybe I'm just oblivious to like the spend level of 1093, because they definitely have a ton of spenders. They just keep their power low and bring it out during KvKs. So if 1093 also have a bunch of max tech players and everyone has 7 marches, then it's going to be a wash in terms of, actually you would assume that 1093 would have the advantage in zone 7 because of that advantage, you know, just having more numbers with more marches and more tech. But I don't know. This KvK will be determined, the outcome is determined if Tash maxes out the shop today or not. If Tash does not max out the shop in GT today, then 60 GT and 2489 is going to lose the KvK. Confirmed. Why YMC supremacy? There's a little bit of merit where it shows that there are more numbers of 1093 in terms of accounts. But I don't think it'll determine, I don't think it'll be a full display of what happens in the zone. It'll just be like, it'll show that like 1093 have more numbers in general, but there's going to be a lot more marches from 960 and 489, in my opinion. 5551 Harmon Prime. And Max there, wait for a new Inf Commander. New Inf Commander, Wallace. William Wallace. I mean, if you're in a KvK right now, I'd say do the investment now. But if you're waiting, I don't even know what the someone has to tell me if, I think like the 4th skill of Herman Prime isn't even that good, right? Like the first 3 skills are good, and then the 4th skill is like okay. I think 5551 is usable, and then if you don't have a second Inf March or whatnot, like what are you replacing in your Inf March? Is it going to be the Alex? Would it be the Alex? Don't worry about past 7, they'll have max tech. Okay. Wow, we got numbers in here. 180 VIP 18, 240 VIP 17s. The thing about VIP though, it doesn't really determine spending, right? Like, I'd assume a lot of the 1093 accounts are super old. I mean, I had the pleasure of talking to Silent, and I always call him Orchide or Archie, the Sarsi guys, and like they're saying that they've been playing since like Migration opened in 1093. I'm like, damn, that's crazy. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Your farms are VIP 18, exactly. That's the thing about Rise of Kingdoms, is that previous spending in KvK, it does matter. Like, you have your gear and your armaments and all that stuff, but it's offset by not spending on Crystal Tech. So yeah, you have to spend every single KvK. Not sure why people disrespect 93 members. There isn't one superstar. Everyone views over. Everyone is expected to give 100%. Awful, they're punished to move on in the place. Very simple. Do your part. There you go. Alrighty, looks like 60 GT walking back up with 4 and 9. I'm just reading chat. I'm enjoying the chat right now. We got. I don't know. I don't ever see 1093 hate. Maybe I'm just I don't really read that many. I'm not like on the Rise of Kingdoms Facebook like that. I just go there to post streams and videos. I didn't even post this stream, but I don't know. I feel like 1093 is adequately respected. I don't see people like trashing them. You know what I mean? When am I back at KvK? We haven't even had first pop yet, right? Am I tripping? I don't think we've had first pop yet, so I have no idea when we're getting into KvK. It's delayed for a while. Oh. Dang, they really don't want us in KvK. So yeah, I have no idea when we're going to KvK. Yo, by the way, if you're in the chat, shout out to all the migration messages after that last KvK. That was pretty crazy. I've never been I low-key felt a little gassed. I'm like, damn, people actually want me in the KD. I don't respond to a lot of them because I wasn't in game for most of the time. I respond to most of the Discord ones though. But like, if you send me in-game PMs, I'm not looking at that, low-key. Yeah, loyal to 68. Hey man, if someone, oh, isn't there gifting now? Wait. Isn't it like Rise of Kingdoms bundle gifting? If someone buys my tech for me, I mean, yo, I might be swayed low key. We have Tash versus Ronin here. I sent you a season supply. Pack your bags. Ah, dang. I mean, hey man, we'll take it. Alrighty. Am I getting bribed right now? Is it bribery? I don't know. Yeah, I knew it was a 960 versus 1093 player in the chat. '93 will eventually fall apart and fall into one alliance KD. I don't think. I mean, they've been around for so long. I don't think they'd fall apart now. You know what I mean? I think if there's any stable kingdom in Rise of Kingdoms, it'd be 1093. Just the culture and the leadership and the community that they built there. I mean, Seabull is doing his part in, and Pho is doing his part in 489 and 960 as well. Like all these kingdoms are pretty stable. They'll never get matches. I mean, I guess they'll just match up against 960 over and over and over again, right? I think Lilith kind of changed their approach to matchmaking, where it's not about having all the camps be, and it's never been like that, but now it's even worse, where it used to be like all the camps trying to be evenly powered and in some way, shape, or form. But in this KvK in particular, like, no offense to Water and Greenwood and all those camps. Is it Greenwood? Wait, wrong KvK. It's this one. Like, no offense to these kingdoms, but like these guys don't match up against, like, I feel like these two are pretty similar, these two are pretty similar, and these are pretty similar. But like, you know, these guys with these guys is not similar at all. Like, Lilith is just trying to find pairs of camps that match up, and then assuming that those camps would ally with each other, then making like a balanced matchmaking for each camp. Oh, that's what do you call it? Domains. Wilder in 93p. Yeah, it's like you could separate your kingdom into different. Oh, right here. Hey yo, 14 million power, 11 billion KP, 49.1 million deads. Yeah, Tash, he beats you in deads for sure. Tash, no, Tash. I love how I come back to stream and then you're here to start controversy stream 1. That's how you know I'm back. Tash is a professional rage baiter, in case you guys didn't know. If I didn't know this guy when I was I mean, I'm still a pretty small YouTuber, but like when I was like 1K subs, I would probably block this guy a long time ago, but he's a homie now. 49 mil, yeah. Oh wow, wait. Altar is gonna be spawning in 1 minute. So it looks like 60 GT 49 are trying the good old run around with cavalry strat. Or Liu Che and Alex. They got the Belisarius Prime running their laps. One of the new commanders coming. If I had to guess, like 3 weeks, or 2 or 4 weeks. We have MG right now. I don't think it'll be next MG. I think it'll be the MG after that. So that means that wouldn't open for this KvK, right? Or maybe it will be next MG. I don't know. Alrighty, everyone, kill the Dark Stalkers for your achievements. You have to kill 3 of these to get like what, like 8 hours of speed ups or something. Yeah, Tash, you kind of lost that one, Loki. I'd ride my own kingdom as well. July 29th, August 12th. So it won't open for this KvK. Dang, I would have loved to seen this this commander during Kingsland or something. But at the same time, if you're in this KvK, maybe you're happy that you don't have to spend that many gold heads on a new commander. Did they capture the altar yet? No, they got the double C's and stuff. They got the Belisarius double C just running around, or Belisarius Nevsky. Oh, my frames, bruh. I gotta change my settings. I ever since I changed it to keep all entities on, it's been like the frames have been pretty bad. I thought my 4080 could handle Rise of Kingdoms. For a young account, depends how young, Cyrus, but it seems pretty good. OBS? Yeah, I know some streamers have like 2 graphics cards, one for streaming, or 2 computers, one for streaming, one for doing the things on stream. I'm not at that level though. Oh yeah, oh, and none of it was that hot? That's crazy. 37 degrees is crazy. In Toronto, we were up at 30 and I was dying. But yeah, look at that. 60 GT kind of getting wiped here, low-key. They got the cav marches in the back doing their thing, but... I mean, if they... I guess 60 GT's goal is like, do not let them cap in an hour and a half or hour 50, but it's gonna be tough.
Stonks.
Yo, red line with the 19 months. Oh my, I can't believe we've known each other for that long. Appreciate it, brother. Hopefully you and little baby Red have been all good. Redline's a mentor of this channel, so appreciate you, brother. Are you here? Where were you? Yeah, you're here somewhere, right? I see you. You're probably in there. I see you next to C Will. Did they cap it? Oh, they did. They capped it. Oh, no. There's no cap. There's no cap. It's if you're inside of the yeah, I knew it. In Alliance Invictus, as long as you're inside of the zone, you will get honor points. So Coalition's present. Wait, is everyone getting honor points? I think it is like that. I don't know. I'm yapping. It's like that in all KvKs? Oh. I don't know. I haven't had an altar fight in so long. Yo, Redline, you gotta make Ronin and Tash reconcile. They've been beefing in the chat for like 15 minutes. Send me Flux. Could Flux only be sent by Alliance members? Okay, wait, this is actually a pretty good fight in our hands we have right now. We got this line of scrimmage over here. Both murder balls turning to murder line as it extends more and more and more and more, with the F2Ps trying to gain control of their marches. I will say though, it does look like there are more sad faces right now for 1093. Okay, never mind. It looks pretty even. How much do I spend in Rise of Kingdoms in a month? That's a good question, and I don't know anymore. I might become F2P, not gonna lie. Nah, I don't know. I bought all my Flux. Here, wait, I could actually, nah. I wish I could see my bag from here, low-key, but at the same time, I understand better viewing experience. I bought my Flux at the beginning of the year, and I've been trying to, what do you call it? Make that last for the whole year, but I don't know. I'm like almost out already. I mean, if boys in 960 hook me up, man. Maybe I would go there, you know? Who knows? If they take me. Is YouTube my main job? Yeah, I am a full-time content creator right now, but I also do consulting. Whoa. Can't believe 93 survived that. 93's been thriving in this situation, honestly. Like, they have more reinforcements coming through. The reinforcements from 1093 would indicate that they would probably win this murder ball. There's just more marches overall coming than the 960 side. But yeah, 960 2489. I'm so this is getting me hyped, if nothing else, for next week. The past sevens is gonna be crazy. Are you guys capped? Nice. So what does that mean? Does that mean you're gaining honor from it now? Like, people in this KvK, can you let me know if the honor point thing is like, if you're in this zone you gain honor points? That's how it works now, right? Like, it is like that? Okay. Oh, that's cool. I really like that. Because that just promotes more fighting, you know what I mean? Instead of just standing inside of a square. I'm not rich, nah. I don't do too much consulting. I just consult at my old job. Oh, you get reduced rate of honor. I guess that's fair. Yo, Isaac, it's been a minute. What's up, man? I've been doing alright. Not gonna. We were in off season. There are no KvKs to watch, so I just took a break from YouTube for like 3 weeks. But we're back and better. Who do I think will win this KvK? Okay, I'm gonna end the first poll. Let's go ahead and put up a second poll. Hey, we have Bus and Big Kane in here. What's up, man? What's up, guys? A large majority of my Rise of Kingdoms opinions come from those two in our group chat. I'm just like, what do you guys think of William Wallace? Like, before I did my stream, I'm not crazy to think that like these are the pairs. I like, yeah, that's fair. Yeah, Benji. William Wallace is coming. Is the new infantry commander. You know him? Is he your boy? And then murder balling up back here. William Wallace is back. William Wallace is coming through, bro. He's a smite damage commander. He's really good. I am probably going to be replacing Alex with WW. Who do you think? Yo, Benji's coming back? The only thing that I would be hesitant about is I don't know the allies. Like, I don't know which side is better, the 1818 or the 2049? Is it 18? I thought there were like other allies in here, like other known kingdoms in here too. I may be tripping. I feel like I'm gonna need like 2 devices. I'll have like one device watch the 960 489 versus 1093 fight, and then we'll have another device to watch like the 4 camps in the bottom side. It's gonna be crazy. Oh yeah, there you go. I knew 1188 was in here. 1818 and 1846 are in the same camp. Ooh, those are 2 pretty solid kingdoms. Cordoba's in this murder ball is kind of crazy. My boy Cordoba standing strong. The murder ball trying to shield him from the madness that is going on. But Cordoba is now getting focused down. I'm sure the reports are pretty decent though. How's 1093 still winning on 1v2? I mean, they have more players. They have more players. Because you could only bring in 1 march per person, right? So if you have more people, then you do have an advantage. 3 alliances versus 2 alliances. But even still, it's still impressive to... Against 916, 489, it's still super impressive. Yeah, better players. I mean, I would assume that if they cut down from 4 alliances to 3, they didn't cut down. I'm sure there's some people that migrated out, like Osno and such. But I'd assume that like out of the players that they had to cut, they cut the people that weren't pulling their weight rather than, you know, their contributors, right? So even though they cut down to 3 alliances, I'm sure like now they're even more like they're contributors, and you know they play the game the right way, quote unquote. Now, the right way really depends on your leadership, but the 1093 way, where, you know, you're active and then you follow the markers and you're fully objective focused and all that. So. Yeah, I was literally talking about how if this was 2268, we'd be trying to stand here, and then we would have gotten wiped already. we would have gotten wiped so long ago. Like I'm saying 1093, like they play KvK like it's Osiris League. Alloy's coming into troll. Nah, I got a lot of love for 2068. It's just we're not like a top kingdom at all compared to like these KDs. But you know, they're working on it, I think. We're solid. I think we're solid KD, but not like in this situation. Like we would not survive. Is all I'm saying. To be fair, few KDs are. It's always interesting of like building a KD, trying to build culture. I'm curious to see where 2268 goes in terms of the direction that they're trying to set. All I know is that they've been playing a lot of Among Us. I joined one of their lobbies. I don't know if people still played Among Us in 2024. Whoa. 2024, but hey man, it was fun. See Bus trying to get his hairline back. Yeah, Bus, you gotta stop shaving your head, I guess. Against 960 and GT in a 3v2. Who do you choose as your two allies? Oh my goodness. I mean, I guess that's what 1365 had to deal with in a couple KvKs back. What does chat think? Bus and Redline could both go to Turkey for the hairline implants. At 2489, 1365. Is 1365 still good? I mean, you could put 1365, you could put 2377, you could put who else? Yo, Bus gotta show us pictures with him with hair. I can't imagine it. Ah, see, this is why I don't do face cam. You guys are gonna make fun of my hairline too. Yeah, 2377 migrated in Addy. So they got the Mr. Hope, Wild Lion, and Addy. And all the other whales too. So that's two really strong alliances. Essentially, that question though is asking who's is 1365 in top 4 kingdoms in the game. And I'm not sure. My fade looking slate, yo. Someone's seen the what do you call it? The stream. What do you call it? The face reveal. Oh, by the way, is anyone going to LA for the meetup? Is that a thing? Who's going? Who signed up? Oh yeah, they're definitely still top 10 for sure. That's solid. That's a solid list. How's 1875? Are they still good? Are they? I haven't heard about them since the KvK that we had together. I haven't been streaming, so I've been so out of the loop in Rise of Kingdoms news because my chat is like 90% of my Rise of Kingdoms knowledge. Did I expect this from 1093? I expected it eventually. I didn't expect them to clear them out of altars like literally the hour of, right? I go to NYC for meetup. I'm not flying to LA though. Yeah, if they had an East Coast, that'd be super cool. I could just drive there if it was in NYC. But LA, that's tough. I mean, Lilith, you gotta let me know if you fly me out. I'm if it's free, I'll go. But I went to LA last year. When's our next KvK? Yo, Bus, when's our next KvK? Ploto's white PC fund. Hey, appreciate it, Bus. Wrong 2268 content creator, but appreciate it regardless. Did Only Farmer actually buy our PC yet? Actually, I have no clue. Yeah, it looks like they're holding off this choke. I think the fights will continue until alters stop. This is the 960 strat, I feel like, is just consistent fighting throughout every single zone, hoping to burn out their opponents. I mean, last KvK you could say that they weren't able to do that because they only were able to fight 1093 pretty much during Kingsland. This KvK though, they have direct confrontations against 1093 multiple times. There's gonna be another altar fight. I think there's gonna be 1 or 2 altar fights before Pass 7's open. I think it's gonna be 1, right? But yeah, we'll have to see if 960 could employ their tactic of... It's so funny because my case is just pure black. There'll be 2, okay. So yeah, I mean, we have to keep in mind, this is the first fight of KvK, so everyone's super excited. Everyone came on fighting this pass or this altar. Now it's up to 1093 throughout this KvK to continue the energy and continue to fight. Three dragons. I haven't been looking at the animations, not gonna lie. It's got to be the match where it's 960, 1049 as well. Yeah, I think both sides got to give it their all against each other, right? If this is everyone, then it's going to be bad for them. I feel like, I don't know. You gotta, I'm just still stuck up about the one march thing. I think if they had more marches, it would be a bit of a closer fight. But yeah, it's going to be a rough uphill battle for 960, at least for these altars. Because, you know, 1093 just coming out to play, coming out to fight right now. So I'm trying to imagine this, but then there's 7 marches from the 960 2489 side, and then let's say there's 6 marches average per player for 1093. It pretty much even out in terms of numbers, right? And there you go. Here's the counter push from 1093. When you see the siege towers start walking back, that's how you know the murder ball is retreating. Yo, low key, the siege is low key speedy with the amount of march speed that the commanders give, huh? I see Ihara just speeding. It looks like 1093 though, having the fall back and murder ball up call There's no reason for them to continue pushing into the reinforcements of 1090 of 960 and 2489. So let's just fall back up. All the stats low marches could go back home. Smart play. Oh, that's what I'm saying. Like I'm saying, like average marches from 1093 is gonna be like 6, but then on the other side, it's just gonna be full max tech for zone 7. So I'm not from 1093. I'm just spectating from their point of view right now. Yeah, they lost against 1365. I think that was last year, right? From 1002. Yo, what's up with 1002? Why is everyone saying like 1002 this, 1002 that? Have they been in the news lately, or is 1002 just like the kingdom to trash on? Confirmed 1093 player. Hey man. $10.93 never reached out to me, that's all I'm saying. I think if 1093 didn't spend any money, then this KvK would have went to. I mean, this KvK is definitely gonna go to 960. I think 1093 spends an adequate amount of money, more than most kingdoms, except for these two in particular. You know what I mean? Like they have spenders in there. It's just 960 and 2049. They spend at a different capacity compared to most other kingdoms. If 1090 bribe me, yeah, that'd be interesting. Nah, but if I go to 1093, I'd have to stream with like an hour delay, no? I'd assume. But the people I met from 1093 are all really nice people. The interview was interesting and insightful. Should be out on the Rise of Kingdoms channel eventually. I don't know when, but it'll be out there. Leopard hiding in there somewhere incognito. That's true. This is the first KvK with the new leadership structure, right? Where's 1093 mostly from? I'm pretty sure they're like fully international. Like when kingdoms say like they're international, usually there's like a time zone or two that are not represented. I'm pretty sure 1093. They got people from everywhere. Let's check the poll. Forgot I put this up. Who do you think will win KvK? The 1093 side winning by 13%, I think, right? Oh no, that's more. By quite a bit. I don't want to do mental math. What, like 27%? That works. Hey, I got it right. Appreciate it, Danger Zone. What, 93 have 400 main accounts at 6 marches? That's 2.4k marches versus 60. Ooh. Did the math. Still in favor of 93 in numbers. From there, it'd go down to quality though, right? Where would all 6 marches of 1093, I'm sure a lot of them would, but I don't think all of them will have fully legendary, iconic gear and all that stuff. And our mints that are, you know, good. So oh, see? 1093 OL team lead saying that they run 4 marches, so it's even less. But I don't know. 1093 like being humble. They like being fake humble, you know what I mean? You guys play this whole like, oh yeah, don't pay attention to us. We don't want attention. And then y'all be smacking after. Yeah, for sure. It's gonna be numbers and activity. At the same time, like, pilots do solve a lot of that problem. Not that I condone piloting or anything, but it's just the reality of the situation when it comes to KvKs like this, right? All right. We got a truce. We got a ceasefire. Are the numbers and activity enough to cope with 2 KD camp? I mean, if 1093 beat 489 and 960 outright in a zone, that would be, I don't know, that would be incredible. Because you could look at these kingdoms, right? You could see 1093 is 1, 60GT is 2, 489 is 3, and people would, I mean, there might be an argument for other kingdoms, but like, it's not a crazy claim. But so say that's the case. If the first kingdom beats the second and third kingdom, 1v1, has that ever happened in Rise of Kingdoms history? You know what I mean? Like, that would be insane. Like, I think that's a feat in KvK. That's never been done. Like how much bigger their ball is. I mean, the Arrow Towers is making the ball move back, so Arrow Towers at MVP? Low key? Uh-oh. AFKs, wake up, wake up! AFKs! The guys in top 10 kills just by using a range. That'd be, honestly, I wouldn't doubt it. Oh, they're fighting now. Here we go. Mad Congo? I would agree. I'd agree. There's like no wasted movement when it comes to 1093. They murder ball up, they push back, they have control. It's like, nah, we gotta refresh. We know that 960, 49 are refreshing, and if we continue to stay here, then they're just gonna wipe our ball and then wipe our reinforcements. So everyone that's healthy, let's push back, refresh, and re-ball up, because they're confident that they could just beat the 916, 49 murder ball yet again and get regain that same positioning that they gave up. So like the first KvK I watched of 1093 was actually the 1846 KvK. It was a while back. But like they were literally anchoring rallies. There's like a full five flags straight of touch points. And they'd go from one flag and then to the next, to the next, to the next with anchored rallies. And then the first flag would heal up and then they would just go back. Like that was a pretty crazy sight to see, because there's like no wasted movement, no time wasted, just consistent rallies where their open field was. So again, I've always had respect for that, for them since that KvK. S68 registered? No, we're not in KvK. We haven't gotten a pop yet, actually. So we're just chilling for now. Alex with sad face trade, sad face math. Yeah, there are a lot of sad faces. There are more sad faces from the 960 side for sure when the two murder balls clash here. And then yeah, look, this is the go back call. They could have kept pushing. But they're like, nah, let's just go back. Go back, let everyone who's low refresh. I'm sure the marches here are just trying to sad face, so. And then these ones are the healthy ones, so makes sense. Would you like to see Chisco rap the Osiris League theme song? Chisco rapping would be... I don't know about that. I'm just cool with Chis and everything, but Chisco rapping. That's like cultural appropriation right there. No, I'm joking. I will say though, the OL track this season was kind of fun to listen to. I didn't get tired of it. I had to listen to it every week, twice. Came up that Chisco should rap? What? Why did that come up during an Osiris League game? The OL, what's the GF banner? I'm just curious, Danger Zone, how that conversation even came up to Chisco rapping. Was the match that like lopsided or? It's pretty crazy. By the way, if you're new to the stream, this is gonna be stream number 1 of this KvK. We're definitely gonna be keeping tabs in this KvK and all the other interesting KvKs that are coming up. I think there's like 2 or 3, right? The OL Grand Final banner. Is there a banner for that now? 932 was blowing 816 OT out. I casted the second game, and yeah, it was a bit of a, like, they had complete control of that game. This hurts. 1093, too many people. Past 7 will strike harder. Yeah, I think that's a sentiment that I'm getting as well, is that the amount of numbers, the amount of number of accounts for 1093, it really does favor them, just because they have so many more people. But then during past 7s, like 7 marches every single player versus the 4 apparently that Archie was talking about. So although I'm pretty sure he's trolling. The trades though are all right. That's us last KvK. I would trade so positively, but then we'd still lose ground. It's just quality versus quantity, you know what I mean? Oh, you mean, yeah. Let's go take a alliance. I think it's cool. Oh wow, as soon as I do that, they start charging in. Alright, let's see. The murder balls are already starting to push back here. No one wants to tank. There you go. Now we got the whales tanking. Did I just see Genghis Khan? I might have saw wrong, but I thought I saw Genghis Khan in here somewhere. I think arrow towers are pretty good in altars. It's funny because like arrow towers could single-handedly start a murder ball, you know what I mean? Or like a murder ball fight. Just the enemies getting irritated and that instigating a murder ball fight is kind of hilarious to me. The 2 kingdoms that are tanking and giving kills for 7 siege towers. Yeah, all of the open field marches are actually just cannon fodder for the siege towers to do damage. True. They're like body blocking these siege towers, making sure that they stay alive. These siege towers are starting to run now because they're the grunts, the minions have sad faced. J Tower, yo. Nah. I don't really ask for reports. If someone wants to send me reports though, send them to me, but like I don't really message people for reports. I feel like it's at least when I play Rise of Kingdoms, I never check my chat, or when I fight in Rise of Kingdoms I never check my chat. I never check my chat in Rise of Kingdoms regardless, but like in-game chat. 200 towers. That's what people were thinking about for grand finals, is that mid fights, imagine if everyone just brought 2 2 towers, and then mid fights would just be siege towers. You're kind of crazy. Oh. Doorbell ring, my dog's going crazy. Who's winning right now? I'd say the 1093 side. Alright. Looks like they're refreshing. Doggo going crazy in the background. We're back to streaming. Oh god. Alright. How many more minutes until this altar? Or 1 hour 12 minutes? Dang, are they gonna keep fighting for the whole hour 12? Hashtag streaming with dog barking. Yeah. We got like a little mini poodle, toy poodle that wants to be a guard dog, so every single time the doorbell rings, instant barking. Both these guys just want a sad face. Let me sad face. No, let me sad face. This guy's breaking up the 1v1. Wow, a lot more people chasing. And then yeah, they are back to murder balling back up here. Is Hua Joan better than Nev Joan at this setting? Hua is really good in altars. Has a lot of survivability with the skills. Just a lot of healing. So, and the thing about altars is that you want to be as survivable as possible. You want to be as tanky as possible. So that's why people use Hua over Nev in this situation. Why is 1093 winning? Doesn't 960 have another kingdom with them? So, from my understanding, 1093 have 3 main alliances versus 960 that have 1 main alliance and 49 that have 1 main alliance. So, overall, with pure numbers, 1093 should have an advantage, and they do have an advantage. So, that's kind of the big explanation as to why they're losing. As to why 960 is losing with 2489. But yeah, I'd be interested if they run it back for another more altars, or if they're gonna just give them up. And 2, how the past 7s will play out on July 9th. Like, this is gonna be a really interesting pass to watch. So we'll be streaming that for sure. It's gonna be literally next week, July 9th, next Tuesday. Is 60MX a good alliance? Are they? Is 60MX still have players? I'm not exactly too sure. I thought some of them, I know some of them migrated. Some of them retired. Like, I'm not too sure about the composition of the new composition of 960 after the last KvK. These Tower March's farm accounts, are they? They all look like mains so far. Some familiar names actually. As we fought 960 previously. This is what I'm talking about. Siege towers instigating a murder ball fight. There's one siege tower that's that's quote unquote out of position, but then that made literally like 20 marches from 1090's murder ball, just get out of there just to get rid of the siege tower. Yeah, the siege is mostly used by either low spenders that just got into SOC and saw siege towers, and you know, I mean, Mr. Siege is doing a great job promoting siege, right? Or older accounts slash big spenders that have the extra gold heads, have the extra mats to invest into siege commanders, siege armament, siege gear. It's like either one or the other. I think the mid spenders is where there aren't that many. Well, some people are now starting to evolve into having one siege march, but for the most part, like, not too many people have siege yet. But it's growing more and more and more. I think it's like electric vehicles where everyone was like, ew, like there's no range on them, whatever. But as siege gets more and more commanders, it gets more and more prevalent. There's more examples of people being successful with siege. There's going to be more people that invest into it. I said no, I haven't streamed in a while. I'm like, yo, well, I've been streaming for a while. It's only been 2 hours. I used to stream like 8 hours straight. I feel like the animated YSG emoji is worse than the still one. I feel like the non-animated one's better. The non-animated one looks like BM, like a rip, but then the animated one looks like you are praying to them. So, like with the incense. But here we go, another murder ball, yet again. $10.93 pushing into 960 and 489 here. Some AFK marches in the back. Probably targeted a march and it just insta-died, so now they're just standing still. This guy trying to get top 20 honor. I wonder if like you get honor from being in the square as well. If you're an opponent. I think you do. Yeah, this is more dominant than the last one. I feel like as the hour goes by, there are less and less 916 49 marches. And I guess that's like a morale thing, right? Where you see that you lost a murder ball 4 times straight. What's the point of going out the 5th time? So it's just like, it's getting more and more lopsided as these fights continue. But yeah, 1093 is definitely beasting right now in this this altar fight. It could also be a time zone thing. What time is it in China right now? China time. It's 11:46 p.m. But at the same time, like, you would assume that you could stay up for the first altar. It's not 12 midnight yet. At the same time, it is like in the middle of a work day. So yeah, a lot of sad faces coming from the 960 side. It is 13 minutes from midnight, that is true. They're getting crushed in field though by Max Tech and 7 Marches. Siege suck. 960 Siege don't do anything. Yo, Bus, do you think the reason why 960 is losing is because of their investment into Siege Marches? That's like the only reason? That's funny. Are you gonna continue maxing out your Siege Commanders, Bus? I know you have a March, but they weren't maxed. Are you like gonna max them now? Oh, dang. Hey, bird is the word. What's up? Glad I could catch this fight live. Yeah, it's been a back and forth, but 1093 having the advantage, murder balling up again. It's been like a rinse and repeat, honestly, for 1093. Just continuously back and forth. All right, we're done the murder ball. Let's continue on. Let's go back. We push them back. Let's go back ourselves. We could refresh, fight again, wipe them again. Maxing Cordoba with Goldhead / Wheel and Margaret and Dailies. Oh, I didn't even know Margaret was in Dailies. That's like, that's how you know I haven't been spending as much. I'm not buying dailies anymore. I still think dailies is a really good investment, but I'm running out of. I'm being real. I'm running out of flux. Oh, that's a plan. Okay. Got full legendary siege. Just missing a few for the weapon. Ooh, Andy. You and Bus would be good friends. And there you go. Sad face train. It looks like they're not even gonna push. They're gonna go back here. Smart, because they see the murder ball of 960 on this side. It's like, okay, we'll murder ball up too. We just gotta stand on this this altar. We get more honor points here anyways. Didn't even do the last recharge event. Stopped buying my dailies years ago. This is gonna continue going lower and lower. Yeah, I feel like at this point I'm just getting the supplies, which is good. Just because of one March and having numbers, this is pretty shocking. Top 1 versus top 2 and 3. This is what 1093 top 1 it just clearly shows. Yeah, I was actually talking about that earlier as well. It's like, I don't think there's ever been a KvK. Alright. I don't know if there's ever been a KvK where a kingdom, like the top kingdom in the game, which is 1093, has beat 2 kingdoms that are like seen as top 5. Like 1v1, you know what I mean? Like it'd be kind of like a first in Rise of Games history if this were to happen. I think we still have to wait and see for the past 7 fights, but it's looking pretty rough for the 2 and 3 side right now, at least for these alters. $11.88 versus 18.46 and 18.18 though. You know what I mean? Look at all these siege marches. Siege, 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 siege. Siege, siege, siege. Wait, has 1093 not had a migration? I thought they haven't they dropped Imperium? I don't know actually. $960 lost 80% of the original players. I know they did lose a lot of players, but at the same time they still won Osiris League, right? I guess that's only 30 players, but still. It's not like they're incompetent now, is what I'm trying to say. Like, you know, Seawell's still holding stuff down for 960 at this point. '93 is 3x or more bigger than anyone. 93 doesn't lose plays, and all other kingdoms just getting smaller and smaller. Yeah, I mean they're kind of like going against the curve, right? 1093, where everyone's just downsizing. Like if I were to make a basketball reference to this, it's like 1093's the old, have multiple alliances, have back to the basket center play style, while everyone's trying to be Steph Curry and Kevin Durant. Golden State 3-pointed spacing with the one alliance KD. Like that's a new thing to do, but you know, 1093 just kept true to their back to the basket, and they've been able to win. Why they bring Siege? They're like, is this like the equivalent to cheeseburgering in 2024? The Siege marches? Nah, I'm joking. Because you still get the chip damage out. Yeah, I was actually thinking about the Spurs. Like, I feel like Tim Duncan in the 2015 championship is even though they did have spacing, but Tim Duncan was like, you know, the anchor of the team, and that's the last time. It's not, I guess, Jokic, but Jokic is not a traditional center by any sense. It looks like they're dipping, low key. AFKs! Kill the AFKs! And this one goes out to the AFKs.
Little do you know how I'm breaking while you fall asleep. Little do you know I'm still haunted by the memories. Little do you know I'm trying to pick myself up piece by piece. Little do you know.
They died so fast though that like the song was a bit too prolonged, but you get the vibes. I gotta use more of these buttons. I have like I have a zoom to look at the fights in particular. Like if we just want to watch the fights, see none of the overlay. War Kingdom's getting smaller. I feel like, at least in my opinion, the Rise of Kingdoms player base is I don't know if it's shrinking or what, but there's just like less big kingdoms. A lot of the big kingdoms fell like, you know, 1307, 1254, 1034. But then there weren't really any other kingdoms to like fill in the gaps, fill in the shoes. 1556. It felt like instead of all the players that kept playing from those kingdoms making another kingdom and rebuilding it, they kind of each alliance went to their own kingdoms. You know what I mean? So in that sense, like, I feel like the players in Rise of Kingdoms are just going to different kingdoms and spreading out, which means that the Imperium top 32 is getting smaller and smaller and smaller. So it's harder for kingdoms to stay competitive and get migration in because the Imperium line's so low. COVID era of players are retiring. I think it did start when stuff started opening up for COVID, because then a lot of people lost the time that they would have spent in Rise of Kingdoms. Cause yeah, COVID era was actually like, I don't know, at least for me it was peak. I'd be in like top 20 alliance and that'd be like an accomplishment in a kingdom. Of course, this is still, you know, early kingdom days, and maybe that's still a thing, but like being in the top 5 alliance was like, whoa, I'm so cool. I'm in the top 5. I'm in zone 3. I mean, bus driver is more into the new Katie's than I am, so I'll take his word for it. I like cockroaches. How is 1093 still so big? It all comes down to leadership. Like, they've had the same structure, same group of people, and they've just built a kingdom where, you know, like, they're very, very strict about goals and deleting and filling hospitals to get migration in and all that stuff. And the thing is, they downsize from what they used to be as well. Like, they're not immune to it. It's just that they're more resilient to it. Hey, Alloys, appreciate it, man. Thanks for coming through. Lunchtime. It is getting around that time. It is 12 p.m. Eastern, so. That's kind of funny that means he was watching me during work, and now that he has a break, he's not watching. That's funny. Yeah, even the murder ball is split here. They have some AFKs in the back over here from 1093, but still just being dominant and wiping the ball. I don't even know if this is AFK or if these are people KP chasing. I don't see the markers, so. But with the sheer amount of marches, I'm guessing these guys are AFK. I mean, shout out to 960 and 49 for still coming out. I'm sure the trades are pretty decent. But like just getting sad faced over and over again, like there's a mental resiliency to do that. What do you think will happen to 960 if they take 2 L's in a row? I don't know. I mean, the first one was rough. The first L was rough. They lost a lot of players. I mean, a lot of people retired. But they're still doing decent. They're still doing decent now. They take a second one. I don't know. I'm still rooting for them because like you want these top kingdoms in the game. Like it's funny whenever people like hate on kingdoms that are up here or whatever, because like you need more competitive kingdoms in the game. You know what I mean? I'm rooting for all 3 of these kingdoms to continue growing and thriving and continuing to give good shows in KvKs, because if 960 falls, then who realistically is 1093 going to fight? Then that's going to be a 1254 and they're going to fall apart. So it's just like, I don't know. But if they lose again, I don't know. Everyone's downsizing and retain everyone, then no one can match up or even catch up to them in terms of number of players. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking D as well. But to Lambo's point, we've been talking about this. This is gonna just make for an even more interesting Zone 7. Because 1093, they have numbers advantage. They have more marches. But they have to show up for Zone 7, because that's going to be when the spenders of 960 and 49 are going to be at their peak. They're going to be max tech. They're going to have 7 marches. They're going to be ready to go. So that's going to be their opportunity, their best chance to win the KvK in that Zone 7 right there. Watch all of Vietnam pilot for 2489. It looks like they are pushing them to their pass here. So the murder ball of 1093 finally pushing all the way to the pass, touching the pass. Some might say is a sign of victory for this altar. So I would definitely say first altar fight going to 1093. We'll have to see for altar 2, altar 3, and then past 7. But this KvK is going to be super, super interesting. The best kingdom in the game, 1093, versus arguably 2 and 3 and 960 and 2489. It's just a wish version of what it was. I honestly don't know the roster changes of 960 enough. I know like a lot of big play like Leopard. Was Leopard last KvK or was that before? But like, you know, Leopard being the biggest name that I know. Like retiring and such, so. But yeah, this is not something that I thought I would see in this pass opening. Would be 1093 pass humping 960 and 49. I streamed last week twice. One of them was at like 4 a.m. in the morning though. And then the other one was just an hour stream about William Wallace. But yeah, it's been a while. 400 versus 280, of course, 1093 would win, especially if it's past midnight for China. Not sure. I'd also say that, like, was this even like something in the calendars of everyone? I mean, I guess it's the first fight in the KvK for these guys, so That's why it's kind of seen as a big deal. But in the grand scheme of things, this doesn't indicate anything. It just indicates that, well, I think it indicates that 1093 is ready to play this KvK, at least. they're ready to come back and show that, hey, even though we're fighting both 960 and 2489, we're here to fight. We're here to have a good time. It shows that there are a lot of players in 1093 that are, you know, willing to fight. I think those are the two biggest things that it shows. But I don't think it'll indicate the winner in any way. It's just a statement. All right, they're back out. Are they gonna murder ball back up is the real question. Is 960 2049 gonna murder ball back up? Wait, this isn't even all of them? 70 mils have to go to domain 2 and 3? I don't think that is that true. Wait, what's domain now? I thought it was 800 players. Hey, what's up, Jackal? I don't think there's any fight. Is there fighters in domain 2? There's 800 accounts, right? I'd have to take 11-8. I'd have to take 1846, I think. No? 1846 and 1818 versus 1188. I think 1188 and 1846 would be a good fight, and then 1818 is a support. No disrespect to 1188, but like, honestly, they're probably, are they still A seed? Like, they're like the fakest A seed in the world, because those guys should be, those guys are a top 10 kingdom in the game. I don't see much of a murder ball anymore from the 960 side. So I think that fight to the pass was probably the last hurrah from their side. They're just good at cleaning deadweight. Yeah, I heard they're like top 350 is like 20 million or something, which is crazy. KvK is definitely not over. There's gonna be a fort wall battle in this zone. That's gonna be really, really interesting to watch. Like, if we look forward, because this fight's practically over. If we look forward to the rest of this KvK, this zone 7 is gonna mean so much. I'd be curious to see how they drop their forts here. If 1093 decide to go offensive or defensive in this situation, like for perhaps building some forts on this side. And then building a fort line here, because in this there is going to be a fort wall, but at the same time the fort wall can't last that long. You can't keep your forts burning because the passes are literally in the middle of the map. So there's going to be like 1 fort, 2 forts perhaps that could burn, but then you have to hold these passes. It's only, the only shame is this zone only lasts for 3 days before Kingsland opens. So there's not going to be too much time to burn forts. But it'd be interesting to see if 1093 decides to build a fort wall like this, or if they're going to be defensive and build a fort line straight down the middle. We'll have to see. And then 960, they definitely want to build this fort line here, try to hold down this fort here. And then in Kingsland, they'll be able to get help from 1846, 1818, in this bottom zone, from this bottom zone in Havana. This map's interesting. I don't know how it'll play out, but it's an interesting concept, having a 1v1. Yeah, Havana is going to be crazy. So the allies of 1093 are actually going to be coming from the right side here. And the allies of 960 and 2489 are going to be on this left side. So, I mean, apparently there's a zone 5 fight, which the 1093 allies were able to win. So that, I guess that indicates that in this bottom side, the 1093 allies on this side are stronger than the allies on the left side. But we will have to see what happens in the rest of this KvK, and I will for sure be streaming it. So be sure to subscribe. Appreciate for everyone for coming through. It doesn't look like there's gonna be too much fighting going on from these passes, but we're gonna be streaming all the other altars. We're gonna be streaming the pass zone 7 opening, and of course the Kingsland. So be sure to subscribe to the channel, like the stream, and let's see, Ihara's still streaming. So I'll host Ihara, and I'll catch you guys next time. Appreciate everyone. I'll see ya. Peace.